Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. Sunday Madness 19. Let's get on the road. 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 Trying this thing out. What's going on, Matt? Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Let's see what's going on here. They think this is entertainment. No, it's not. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Oh man, how we doing today? I know this is on the short's notice. This is Sunday Madness. We already know we're getting down with it. So let me, that's in the chat room, whatever. Everybody's peeping through, as we can tell, as we can tell, as we can tell. But like I said, yesterday I was just chilling. I think I was in my outside in my backyard, not backyard, but in front yard. I had to clean up some leaves and some sticks, put them in bags and stuff. I like during the day. I think in the morning I did good, but yesterday afternoon, man, like it was nothing on. Like I said to myself, I said, you know what? Let me go outside. Salute, Psycho King, salute. And I said to myself, I had to do something. I said, you know what? Let me clean in front of my yard. All these leaves and these get ready for the spring. And then, what I did was I cleaned them up, raked the shit out of them, and then mowed the lawn, right? You know, and just cleaned them. And I said to myself, and I enjoyed it. It was therapeutic. I was out there. It's been a while since I've done that for a minute, and just keep my mind off the bullshit I be seeing online and offline to keep me stimulated, whatever, but it's cool. I do that all the time. It's like a little stress relief, not to deal with shit growing up and things like that. So one thing I can say about it is I understand it ain't that much, but it was one of those Saturdays I had to do it, man. Had to do it. It was one of those Saturdays, man. Them Saturdays is just like you in it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those that you can have those type of Saturdays. And those Saturdays, it meant something. I know everybody's streaming right now, but getting to the point of yesterday was, I kind of had fun outside. But then technically, I just like saying, you know what? Let's talk about last night's game. We're gonna talk about some sports in a minute. I ain't got much to talk about, so I'll be on here for a while. We'll kill some time to kick it with y'all, fuck with y'all, because everybody's on some bullshit right now. The NCAA tournament, the Final Four is very interesting. You got the Kansas City Jayhawks versus the Tar Heels. So the Tar Heels is doing. That was a nice upset when they beat Duke. Duke was kind of. Most people predicted Duke was going to win that championship because it's propagated to the coach, and the coach didn't really care. He already had 5 national championships. He built 42 years building that program. Come a long way. Duke was a powerhouse. A little bit of powerhouse back in the day, along with Vandy and things like that. But Duke wasn't really that team much back then. But he built that powerhouse. I'll say in the 90s, growing up as a kid, yeah, they were a powerhouse. Prior to that, they wasn't. In the 80s, they were okay. But Duke was one of them schools that people want to go to in the 90s. 80s, not so much. They was going to fire Coach K. And I saw a documentary about Christian Laettner, and that shit put it over the top. And I love that documentary about him about everybody hates Laettner, and I believe I saw that at Netflix, and it broke down Coach K's history and how he discovered him in Buffalo. That shit was wild, man. He had a hell of a career. Hell of a career. Shouts out to Coach K. Mike Krzyzewski. That was a beautiful game, but you'll never see a classic game like that ever again. Ever again. You'll never see it because the programs is going to shift away. A lot of too much success, but it'd be interesting what the rebuild with Duke and North Carolina and the North Carolina basketball will be in that particular conference. ACC is going to be dry for the next probably 5 years without those figures. Things change. It ain't going to be the same as always. You know what I'm saying? But Kansas ain't no slouch either. Yeah, they no one see. They beat one of my teams I like. It was Villanova. But shouts out to the Villanova Wildcats for having a great season and everybody else. And it is what it is. But I can't stand them damn Jayhawks. But the Monday night will be very interesting. The national championship will probably be in the most exciting game, and this may be an upset season. Tar Heels may win another one. I don't know if the Tar Heels gonna win or not, or the Jayhawks. So much history with these teams. You see a lot of wonders. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. It's a lot of wonders. Love these teams. Yeah, you love these teams, but there's a lot of wonders. Lot of wonders. A lot of wonders, man. You don't get mad at the shit. Just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you get past it. Some things you just gotta just like say, man, this is what it is, and you just can't expect more out of people. So you know what I mean? And that's just how you gotta look at it in so many terms. And you just gotta be mindful of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one thing you got to know about sports. Sports is beautiful like that. And the Final Four was good last night. Even though I was outside the most of the rest of the afternoon, and then around nighttime I was waiting on the game. But I was in the shit. Then I saw the tail end of the Duke game. Oh, it was great. It was great. It was a beautiful finish. That was probably the final finale. But the other one I missed. I was in the shit. It was cool as well. But yeah, man, it's one of those things that you gotta understand that sports is beautiful like that. If you're not a sports fan, you wouldn't understand it. So, in so many words, you have these problems long term, and you have it long term. So, the one thing I can say about the sports world you can have is basically you just be a part of it, and then you just look at it, and be like, yeah, man, that's why I'm not really worried about it. You know what I mean? And that's just how you got to be with it. So I'm not really upset with what's going on and things like that, but but you deal with what you have, and that's just what it is. But one thing I can say about last night, it's just gonna be a beautiful finish. It's gonna be like that for the rest of the time, but it is what it is. Oh, shalom, Wacky, shalom, shalom. And you know, the thing about that season, I mean, it was a great season. I know Duke, one of those stories, and I think Kenny Smith was very tough, even though he's a Tar Heel alum and he said some nice words. All of them did. Him, Grant Hill, and the respect level of Coach K is unbelievable. And he had a hell of a career, like 42 years building a program that was a powerhouse, I would say from the 90s and on down. See, the 80s, they was about to get rid of him. If you watch that Christian Laettner documentary, and I saw on Netflix, I think few years ago, past a couple of years ago, they was serious about that shit. He came from somewhere else. And I think me and my pops was talking about that like a couple of hours ago. Yeah, man, he built that powerhouse. It was gonna be very interesting what they're gonna do the next 3 to 5 years, where they're gonna be. Because I don't think they're gonna be the same after this. Because they gotta get used to it. The players that have a privilege to play for him and coach for him, he's gonna be a lot they're in a different stratosphere. And the players that's new, that's coming in, it ain't the same. They'll go to a different school and change that. It'll be UNC or whoever. Duke is decent, and you'll see that. But they'll remember the times that Coach K built that dynasty and built that franchise, built the college franchise. Not only that, the infrastructure of the powerhouse of the college teams. So yeah, UNC did good with Hubert Davis. He used to play for the Knicks. He was a role player, good role player. He was second behind Steve Kerr with the 3-point shooting, which is true, and the shooting and all that. Yeah, I remember Hubert Davis. Various other NBA teams he played on. But shouts out to the winners of that game, UNC. They had a hell of a season. It's gonna be interesting what they're gonna do with Kansas. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically what it boils down to. And you'll understand what's going on, that most people look at things from that perspective. But yeah, yeah, it was a great game. I want to see what he says. He said, man, that was a great game last night, but it would have ended in a great season if Duke went to the national championship. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like most people say, but Duke, it'd have been interesting, but he's got 5 national championships. The man is unbelievable. His legacy is cemented. I think he's already in the Hall of Fame, but this dude is, it's no need, man. Like, that man has done enough. That program is gonna be probably good for the next 3 to 5 years if they find another coach that's good. Duke is a hard sell. Duke's a hard sell for most people, but if Duke has that legacy, I don't know if Grant Hill and all those guys coach for that team or something. That team will be very different, very different, because Duke will be a dynasty forever. It's the excellence you go in that school. It's like a private college, kind of like what you see in Emory, but down here in GA. But that's a hard feat, especially those particular colors they wear. Emory's got those navy or I would say almost a regular blue, almost royal bluish, Duke blue colors. They have something like that. That's a whole nother, that's a whole nother field with those schools that's private and they have those colors. Yeah, it's a lot of symbolism behind them. But like I said, man, the NCAA is what it is, and I think there's a competition tonight with the women. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that, but I'll probably watch from a distance. Yeah, man. I'm glad I'm enjoying this. It is what it is. Salute, Tampa. Salute. Salute. Oh God, what's going on here? Man, it's a lot of wild stuff going on. Yeah, man. Y'all know who to join. And don't read what he said. Duke already has a replacement for Coach K. One of Duke's assistant coach that used to play for Duke is going to replace him. Oh, interesting. It probably won't be the same feel. He's probably good, but he ain't Coach K. That's gonna be a hard sell. Duke is gonna be something. The first 2 years he gonna struggle. He may be good, but he ain't Coach K. It ain't the same. That program is gonna be what it is. They're gonna get rid of some people. Up close when I saw them play in the ACC tournament. Oh, you did? That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, the last time I saw NBA players up close was back in Nashville, 99 to 2006. I think I told the story, and I saw Karl Malone and John Stockton live. They was going against Antoine Walker around that season. I was 11 at the time. This is back in '99. This is before my sister was even born. She was born in December. This was in October preseason. I saw him up close years ago with my family. We went to an NBA game. It was epic. I saw the Ukrainian center they had at the time. He used to play for the Cavaliers. His name is Vitaly Potapenko or Potapenko. He's from Ukraine, but he went to a college called Wright State. That's a fun fact. He went to Wright State. I got his cards when I had one of his NBA cards when he was one of them rookies they had with the Cavaliers when they had the black and the blue colors and the orange in it. But I actually saw him in person as an 11-year-old. He come through that door, the Nashville Predators arena. This dude was 6'10", about right, big dude, big Ukrainian dude. Never seen nothing like it. This is back when I was like 11, already 11 at this time. So yeah, man, yeah, NBA players are amazing. I saw that shit when I was like 11. I didn't get to see, but college players is different. I've seen a couple of them, Division 3, Division 1, and you know, March Madness is something else. I need to go to those college games. I'm gonna try to catch a Kennesaw game out here, a college football game out here. I might catch one. I might catch one. You see what I'm talking about, but Kennesaw is something else. Yeah, man, it's unbelievable, man. Because I got so many stories that ain't even funny. I went to a couple of Braves games. I've been two on the new stadium, but then I've been with one of the old ones back in '98 on Turner Field. Saw them players up close. See, and then I went to those Titans games in the early 2000s. I got so many stories, man. It ain't even funny, bro. It ain't funny. Yeah, yeah. You remember him? Yeah, I remember him very well. I was 11 at the time when I first saw him. That's a big dude, man. That's a big Ukrainian center. That dude was massive. And he said you met him in person. That's cool. See, I didn't get that privilege. I actually saw Jamal Lewis in person. Used to play for the Ravens, and he waved at my dad and his daughter waved. You know, it was real cool. It was in a Braves game when they just already opened up the stadium. They already had their opening. This is they second opening, and we went to a Braves game. We saw him. It's real cool. Real cool. He said Chipper Jones, my favorite Brave player. Yeah, Chipper Jones. I like Chipper Jones. I like Greg Maddox though. Chipper Jones is cool. He's another one I like. Yeah, it's a lot of good players out there. He said first NBA player I saw close is T Mac, Grant Hill, Patrick Ewing when they played for the Magic. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that team. That team was a mess. That team was a damn mess. Magic was decent, but they was a mess. That wasn't gonna work. Patrick Ewing was nice. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't a Patrick Ewing hater. He's a good dude. I respect Patrick. Patrick will always gonna be one of the good centers that I like. He's another one. Grant Hill's my favorite, even though he played for Duke, even though he was a good NBA player, but it was cut short. T Mac, those three players I'm okay with. That was a good fit until they wanted Tim Duncan, but that wasn't gonna happen. That wasn't gonna happen. You know where that situation is gonna go. Oh man. Mm. And you learn a lot. So you get what you pay for, man. You get what you pay for. That's what people always say. But then you look at a lot of things going on. It's just it's just how you look at it so many in spoken word. And then you be like, what the hell is out here? And then it's just you just gotta get what you get. Yeah, the clarity, man. Yep, it was already the end of his career, correct. Yep. I remember that. Yeah, it was about the end of his career. He had nothing to say after that. But the Knicks, the Magic at that time, it was, the Magic's one of my teams I like. Even though I'm a diehard Bulls fan of the Eastern Conference, my second favorite. It's up and down with me and the Pistons, but I like the Pistons more. I do the Bulls. The Bulls is one of my teams I like. I'm sorry. I mean, Jordan was straight, but when it came to the Pistons, I like them in the 80 cents. Even though the Pistons are straight, those are the two teams I like in the East the most. Everybody else is okay. But when it comes to the West, it varies. But my personal favorite in the West is the Spurs, so we already know how that's gonna be, and that's how you gotta look at it. But yeah, man. Mm. Ooh, them taters got me. Damn. Yeah, yesterday I was just chilling, cleaning up in the front yard, but when I saw Duke got upset, man, that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Oh, five in the box. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. He said Pacers should have beat the Bulls in '98. That wasn't gonna happen. Hell, the Pacers should have won a championship in 2000. That's their best years. Though. And '99 was another one they should have won. They wasn't gonna do nothing in '98. They weren't gonna beat Jordan. Jordan was on fire. Two championships in a row. That third, nah, he is what it was. Okay, I met Tony Parker. Okay, cool. He said Vince Carter, Magic Johnson. Yeah, you showed me that picture over at yeah, Oni's place. Okay, and then Kenny Smith. Okay, Oscar Robertson, Kareem. Oh, that's cool. You met Kareem. Damn. Yeah, Kareem's a solid dude. I heard he was solid. Jabari Parker. Okay, Junkyard Dog, and I even met Allen Iverson in a movie theater in Florida. Interesting. That's cool, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's nice to hear, man. Like that. That's cool, man. I always like AI. Kenny Smith's all right. I know he's from NY. Oscar Robinson would be nice. Kareem would be. Vince, yes. Tony, he's cool. Heard he was pretty cool. Jabari, I don't know. But Allen, that yeah, you see, you there you go. Most people hate the Bulls growing. You ain't the only one. I love the Bulls, man. The Pacers could have went to the finals in 2005, and it wasn't for the fight with the Detroit Pistons. Exactly. Yeah, they had plenty of chances. Pacers blew it. They had a good organization. The reason I didn't like the Pacers, they are what they are. They're failures. In that division, I just couldn't stand them. Reggie Miller was straight. Don't get me wrong. Them Pacers, they what they were, man. In that division, you got to show up. Milwaukee was decent and lost. What else was in that division? The Central Division. You had uh, besides the Bucks and the Pacers, Pistons. I believe the Bulls, Cavaliers. Yeah, Cavaliers was trash every year until LeBron came. I don't even like the Cavaliers, Pacers, Bucks. What else I did? Those are the teams I don't even like. The two teams I like in that division is the Pistons and the Bulls because their rivalry is historic. But when it came to the Atlantic Division, you got Toronto now. I always like the Raptors. I didn't care for the Knicks or the Celtics. They always been terrible to me. But the Nets, they always gonna be New Jersey. I don't care if they move to Brooklyn or whatever. They always gonna be New Jersey. The New Jersey Nets. That's what I always think of them as. And the original ABA team, it was called the New Jersey Americans before they were the New York Nets. So I know they tree very well because I used to know they tree from the NBA Live, history thing, and then also did research on them. They they had another team that I remember too. So yeah, the Nets in that division. Who else was in that division besides them? The Sixers? Sixers, I'm neutral. They're okay, but I'm neutral. I always like Allen Iverson. That was it. Dr. J Sixers was cold in the 80s. I'm not gonna lie. That super team, they was beasting in '83. That was set up and pre-planned. They knew exactly what was going on. So I saw a video and YouTube guy broke it down. There was a super team based off certain statistical, numbers, which is true, and he's absolutely right. And then the Sixers just ended up being a good team years later on when they had Iverson. Just trying to recapture their glory. But shouts out to Philly though. The Sixers okay. I'm not big on the Sixers like that, but I like the football team. Basketball, I'm more neutral because I did like Iverson. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. He was fun to watch. And then who else is in that division besides them? I think that's about it. I mentioned Toronto. Yeah, man. But the Southeast, you already know. They all used to be in the Atlantic, but it's the Hawks, I believe. Wizards. Hawks okay. They got the Wizards I don't care for, and who else I didn't care for? Magic. The Orlando Magic is straight. I like the Magic, Heat. I believe the Hawks. I didn't care for the Hornets and the Wizards because I remember they were the Bullets. Yeah, so the East it varies for me. The West is kind of like I like the Spurs in the Southwest and all the Texas teams. Everybody else is just squalor. And then the what's the ones Northwest? I like the Thunder. I don't care for the Nuggets or the Jazz. Who else they came? Portland. So I don't care for that. It was known as the Midwest Division. Minnesota is in that division as well. I like the Timberwolves. They straight. And OKC, those teams are straight. Everybody else is just a toss up. Utah, not so much. I don't care for the Jazz. Pacific Division, the only one I like is Sacramento. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I always like Mitch Richmond and all them boys. That was just my teams I like. I had a list of teams I loved, but my favorite one was the Bulls, and the ones in the West is the Spurs. So they're very similar. Winning pedigree, I guess. Yeah, and it's just how that's how it's gonna be. But but that's why I've been chilling on. But those games, man, that wasn't gonna happen. It all started. Kobe was a whole nother beast. I agree with you though. I feel that sentiment. That's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story. I don't even want to speak on that. But shout out to Shaquille and those guys and Kobe. Rest in peace to him. Yeah, I'm not a big Lakers fan either. My dad is. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Washington Bullets. They had the best name. Yeah, it's more than just political. It's sacred. Why they got rid of that? It's more to it. A lot of people have different opinions on. No, it's more to it. They didn't want that reputation. Washington's weird though. That's why I don't like the Wizards as much. Yeah, they know different. And by the way, I know their history too better than anybody. That team historically is a Chicago team. They was used to be known as the Chicago Packers. The reason I found that out on NBA Live 98, but I actually did more research on that. That was the same team. There was the Chicago Zephyrs at one time. Then it became the Baltimore Bullets. Capital Bullets means DC Bullets. They're the Capital Bullets. A lot of people don't remember when it was the Capital Bullets. They were Baltimore first, and then they were the Capital. That's DC. And then they became the Washington Bullets or something like that. Yeah, Washington Bullets, and then after that, they became the Wizards. They've been different names, man. That team is so old; it goes back to the '60s. Yeah, I know the history of that team very well. Thanks to Robert Ory, the Kings lost their shit going to the NBA Finals in '02. Yep. He says Shaq used to be a part owner of the Kings, but ended up selling his share. Yeah, it's usually the way it is. The Kings, historically, their front office is terrible. It goes back when they were the Rochester Royals. It goes back to the days after they won that championship in '51. So that whole team is cursed. They was Rochester for a bit. Then they became the Cincinnati Royals. And there was the Kansas City, Ohama, Nebraska Kings, Kansas City Kings, and then Sacramento, I'll say about what, in '85? Yeah. And that's basically what you got. Oh, dang. Whew. Let me unplug this. Hold on. Get this C type charger off this computer. And that's just what it is. But yeah, last night was excellent, man. Like it was just huge. He said Mike Bibby was underrated. He's very underrated. He still trains, he still shoot. Very underrated. Very underrated. And it's just like the goes to show you, he was very, very, very underrated. But you have your moments, and then you just go around and just say, "Hey, we're gonna be us all the time." But that's the thing about me, because you watch a lot of sports, you understand, and actually play the sport myself. I actually played it for the team once years ago. I still got it. I'm just a little out of shape now. I got to get back in ball shape. My legs ain't what it used to be. But I would love to go out there and get my mind focused, laser focus on there. It is what it is. And that's what you hear in so many words. But almost dozed off for a minute. Let me stop dozing off. Whew. Wish I had some caffeine. I wish I had something to just give me some energy. But you know what it was. But that's how you see it. But last night, it's historic, man. When you have those things, you just be like, who's gonna win the game or not? But that's how you feel in so many words of a finish like that. And Kenny said it best. I mean, that finish mattered, but yesterday I was just chilling. I'm not gonna lie. I was just chilling yesterday. I was outside cleaning up the front yard and put the sticks in the bags. And it's one of those days, man. It's one of those days you get to get your mind right. You gotta get your focus and all that. And it was therapeutic. And it was a little cloudy. It was an interesting Saturday. It's sunny and it's pretty outside right now. I'll check that out later. Because I don't know what information man's about to talk about. It's a lot of things going on. I don't know what I missed in so many words, but yeah, man, like this stuff right here is paramount. So you got to look at the things that you're doing. Speaking of which, I've ordered some gear from April Fool's Day, right? And I got a new condenser. I mean, man, I'm enjoying it. But I ain't on the condenser. I'm on my regular microphones like I normally do. But this interface, man, oh my god, it's awesome. I gotta hear this playback. God damn, I gotta hear this playback. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's compatible to my computer, so yeah, we in here today. We in here today. Yeah, man. Yeah, we in here today. He said Mike Bibby's underrated. He's very underrated. He just don't get enough respect like he do. He's just doing his thing and moving out the way. These kids play in the league. And that's what you have, man. Like those games, it's telling, but Monday's gonna be very interesting. Who plays today? I forget the women's who play today, NCAA tournament. I'm just looking over this. Yeah. NCAA, let's say championship. Yeah, because my brain's about to go to sleep. Okay, so today is the Gamecocks and the Huskies. Very interesting. That game starts at 8 p.m., y'all. That's at 8. I might catch that. Might catch that. That's at 8 p.m. So let me get some. What's going on, Bruce? Salute, 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 salute. We got the screen share. Let me get down the bottom. Let me look at this right quick. Yeah, the Gamecocks, number one seed versus the Huskies. This is a rematch from a couple of years ago. I remember South Carolina beat them, and then Connecticut wants that rematch as well. Two historic teams. Yeah, the Huskies is good. They've always had a good women's team. The men ain't shit. They won that one year when they had Mecca Okafor. I remember that. The Huskies ain't shit. Sometimes on the men's side, but on the women's side, oh, they beasting. That's all day long, bro. Y'all gotta understand that. That's all day long over there. That's all day long. Everybody's talking about drama and bullshit, but I'm talking about sports over here. It's crazy. Well, speaking of last night, I just saw Duke the Don's stream. We was talking about incels, and I'm like, all right, go ahead, bro. I talked about that all last year. Y'all late, bro. Incels is an old topic. We love talking about, but that Will and Jada, man, that exceeded a lot of money. Everybody took that topic, but yeah, blame certain people, but it was before that. That was content, so you better think Will Smith. A lot of people said think Will and Jada. No, I say Will Smith because he did that. He getting trolled hard. And let's say he resigned, he quit. No, they fired. It's the same thing. My dad told me something. We had a discussion about this. He said it's the same thing. They was trying to get rid of his ass out of that fucking Oscar thing. And here's the secret: he was too busy worrying about being cute. He was drunk. He was on something. And if he would have left, yeah, they would have given that award. But see, since he got emotional, act like a little bitch. Chris Rock was smiling the whole time. I've said he was made, but no. He wouldn't act a fool in the white man's awards show. He wouldn't allow you to do that. And if you notice, Chris Rock got a lot of shows after that. Now you niggas is talking about that. Y'all act like, oh, Will is winning. No, he's not. He took a hit. They did him like Monique. You just like anybody else. You just another nigga like everybody else. You can't just blame uh Jada for a lot of that shit because Jada just weak as hell. You don't listen what a woman say. She's a liability, and that's why Will is a weak motherfucker. He did what he did, and he took a L that day. I'm sorry, but when you're dealing with Oscars and people dealing with that shit, that's long term shit. You gotta understand something. A lot of people ain't gonna co-sign that long term. So I get the emotions of defending your wife, but to them, they don't give a fuck about that. Are you coming to play or not? They don't want to hear what you gotta say. It's just like anything else. Like if you sign a contract and your lawyer tell you you gotta play ball, you gotta play ball. You ain't got that power. Yeah, you call yourself Will Smith. Yeah, we respect that, but we don't respect you with that type of money. Yeah, you may have an Oscar, but people ain't gonna fuck with you now. Look what Monique, she had to own her own shit, right? But nobody want to work with her. I told you, man, that's how you get blackballed. And you got to be careful with that. And that's why I don't watch that damn award show no way. Because the people that watch Oscars, they watch a lot of movies. I think me and my dad discussed this one time, one morning on the phone. I said, it is for a lot of movies. I don't watch a whole lot of movies. I like the ones I like, and it's a handful. And I used to be like that. And after that, I stopped watching the Oscars like 2010. That was decades ago. I don't watch that shit. That shit is trash, bro. I don't even watch that shit. But I understand people talk about it. But when we talk about sports, it's kind of a mute topic after that. But after that, the sports world is still what it is today, and we're here, and I think people that's gonna come through. But you know what I'm saying? But Sunday Madness is free for all, so everybody's gonna watch the game. I know people love the fuckery and things like that. But shouts out to Pastor, man. You have that this fool called himself 5.0, which I don't fuck with. I mean, I know some of y'all love him, but I don't love that nigga, man. The last time we got into it, It was on a vlog stream, but he's pro angry man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. To that nigga, fuck you. Quit trying to dictate what pastors trying to do. We don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you like that. And don't even mention about no the villain shit either. So I don't even want to hear that. Nigga, know your place. Know your place. Go in there and kiss Angry Man's nuts. And they know who I'm talking about. Call himself Mr. 5.0. You know what you're doing is trying to bring some manosphere bullshit in the content. Like, dude, you ain't got much content, man. Go trying to compete with Complex and all them guys. People are tired of that shit, bro. That's that Angry Man bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All y'all niggas support him, but damn, man, like, come on with the bullshit. I'm tired of saying that shit. But you got niggas like him. He's a hater, yeah, but he represents y'all's team. Like, he's pro Angry Man. We had like a little fallout. The last time we had a fallout, it was on a vlog stream, and I told him to do his own thing. Drop that 5.0 shit. Drop any 0.0 shit. That's manosphere talk. Drop all that shit. Because no one cares, bro. It's already been compromised. You might as well do your thing, but he didn't want to do that. Then he tried to do it for the buildosphere. I'm like, come on, bro. You ain't building nothing. You showed your hand the other day. I mean, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I didn't participate in that shit. I just shook my head. I said, this dude is desperate. He deserved to get cooked. Red cooked the shit out of him. And shouts out to Red for cooking his ass, man. I was saying that the longest. I was saying that last year. We had a fallout. And he was a mod. I yanked his shit. I ain't got no lie to tell. I just didn't fuck with dude. He was the Angry Man boy. Anybody that fucks with that dude is crazy, man. Like, I'm not hating on nobody. I mean, y'all do what y'all do. It's just dude needs to calm down with that bullshit, bro. You gotta understand, a lot of niggas that talk like that, he's an Angry Man bot. It is what it is. It is what it ain't. You know, niggas just want to get mad about shit. I let that shit go. I let it go, but I don't fuck with dude. I just let him know, let him have it. Like, dude, you just a nobody, bro. You just jealous of certain people, and then there you are getting mad at the world, and nobody's not gonna support you, dude. That's happened to me many times. I lost a lot of support and came back and went. That's the whole purpose of me dealing with it. But you gotta understand something. A lot of people gonna look at it very, very, very different than I have. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about in so many words. But when you got dudes like him try to dictate people's content, nobody cares, man. You just gotta, like, for him, he just gotta do him. He just, if I was him, if I was in the shoes, I wouldn't even worry about it, man. Like, you just on the wrong spot of town, man. Like, people just don't mess with you, man. Like, you talk all this great thing about the building. I think he said something to me on the panel. It was no diss to him, but where I look at him now, it's sad. Nigga, you desperate, bro. Try to diss us and shit like that. We just don't fuck with you like that. At that time, we didn't. I'm glad we didn't, because we already know you was a hater like that. So you start out with the Roger Report. You should have stayed over there and helped Roger's channel. But once y'all left, he's fending for himself. But, you know, they said, we can't stand BGS. I was like, that's you, nigga. That ain't my problem. And you don't get no love for the Igmore clan. So let's not act like you the man. You're not, boy. But you got people thinking they know everything. But yeah, that's what happens when you join those groups, fellas. Learn your lesson. Learn your lesson. I don't care when people get mad about certain shit. Like, some things you gotta let go. Cause some people, they just gonna look at you like you crazy or whatever. And I'm not having it this year. I know everybody's not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but you know, I'm gonna be on point this month and next month. Cause see, this is like last year all over again. Cause last year, whoo, it's been a year since I did it. So I'm back, yo. Right around this time. Spring is nice. Spring is unbelievable. If I was outside talking to y'all on the phone, I've been like, but no, I'm in here today, just chilling. Just get it over with. And that's just how it's gonna be. But that's how I'm gonna look at it. But yeah, the game starts at 8, and I know the other starts at 8 too. They don't wait for Tuesday. Everybody's driving crazy trying to find the next lead in the weather. And that's the thing about me. But yeah, man, my brain is getting rattled. But that's what you got to deal with, man. That's what you got to put up with long term. So it's got some clarity in it. Woo! That's just the thing. Cap detector. Yeah, people just gonna have to move, man. Move different. And speaking of the problems that's going on in the world, what's going on with Mason Lady Love? Very interesting. I didn't know who she was talking about. She was talking about Mace. I mean, that's a bad look. Thought they was cool. Apparently, Sheila's been fucking up, messing with Leach and them. But Beach, I'll fuck with it. I'll fuck with it. It's just like it was last year. I ain't tripping. Yeah, the NBA's on fire. Heard a lot of good things, but after this championship, I'm gonna get back onto that. My brains is kind of rattled. Woo. NFL drafts what end of the month? Yeah, very interesting. Uh, fast forward to May. I'll come back on Mother's Day. If y'all ask me what happened last week, I was celebrating something. That's how you gotta look at it. Oh, my brain is trying to act up. Yeah, that carbohydrates got the best of me. God damn, boy. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee is right. Man. Mm. But I'll be fine. I mean, I got time because I don't know when. Yeah, I got time before it gets the album. I'll drop it. But yeah, man, I've been chilling. I was outside yesterday. Man, it was therapeutic, and the weather was nice too. And it was cloudy, but today is Sunday. I had to get those branches up. I had to fight through this damn pollen yesterday, man. But I didn't get sick. It was in my ears. Usually get in my nose and my mouth, but them ears. Oh yeah. So, people still talking about that shit, but I've moved on from that. But speaking of content, let's talk about the dollar conspiracy. I'll do a part two of it. I don't think I'm gonna do it this week, but I'll schedule it sooner or later. That shit needs to be talked about. And then I'll get into it. And it's wild. I think April has what, 30 days? Yeah, May's got 31. I do know that. Yeah, it skips over like that. But but shouts out to Mace. I mean, Mace is a good dude. He's solid. But it's a lot of bullshit going on, man. But that's that March pressure. 'Cause my stomach is like, ugh, doing backflips right now. I want to chill on something. But yeah, my head is rattling like eggs, boy. Yay! And shouts out to Mace. Mace was in a hospital, he said. He's probably get some work done and all that. You know. Oh, Red knows I'm live. Sky watching it too. But it is what it is. Everybody's live and going through. But one thing I can say, when I started last year, I never thought I was gonna be on this type of level. It's fun, bro. When you do some things like that, you never thought you was gonna be on those levels. You got to look at what's what and what's needed. Never really thought that. It is what it is. A lot of people said they're chewing on it, and that's what happens. You got your thing. See what's going on up here. Yep, it is what it is. Let me test on something. I'll be right back. Hey, whoo, back at it. I'm back with the boostage. Back with the boostage. Yep, with the low roll off. Jack, Jack, yeah. Hold on, let me get the gain up. Yeah. Back at it. Yeah. Getting hungry. Yeah. Back at it again. Woo. In its maximum. Back at it. Yeah. Check, check, cheer. Did I rhyme? Yeah. All the way up. All the way up. Woo! Clipping, clipping. Let me clip. Ooh, let me stop clipping. Okay, okay. Get the levels right. Get the levels right. Get the levels right. Cha, cha, cha. I need to stop. Did that right. But let me stop. I'm acting a fool. Make fun of that damn court jester, but it is what it is. One thing I can say about it, it's been like, this weekend, last weekend was crazy, but this week it's gonna be more crazier. So I think the Will Smith was the biggest meme of all time. I guess it died down, but a lot of people they just gonna come through and do their thing. And then that's just how it is. And people's trying to say, hey, is everybody gonna come over? I was like, yeah, it takes time. So I understand what's what. Lots of it. Yeah, man. Like it's gonna be very interesting what's going on. So you gotta get what you can fit in. But yeah. He said, hey sir, just came in. Oh, good. Looking good. Just chilling. Appreciate you though. That's a anti-socialite, y'all. Y'all check her out. Yeah, man. It's looking good over here. I think it's like 3:27, I'll say Eastern time where I'm at. Yeah, looking good over here. I know y'all at nighttime or afternoon over there, but man, it's sunny. I know everybody sleep over in the far east, but me over here, this is daytime over here. We're in the afternoon. We just chilling, boy. Everybody acting like goddamn fool. They outside acting crazy. But that's America. That's America. But you got people talking like that, man. But last Thursday, man, I had a blue day ass out of the water. But yeah, man. But shouts out to the Mace, man. I didn't know he was sick like that. And he came back in the hospital. I saw a clip with Tampa talking about it. I said, yeah, Mace is cool. He's always a cool dude. He saluted me back in the chat over Roger Report. That dude's always awesome. He has his problems like everybody else, but he's dealt with it. And he said someone disrespecting him, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm not gonna get into that. That's between them two individuals. I won't stay out of it because the spring gonna stay out of this bullshit. I don't let y'all niggas drown. See me, I'm gonna stick to my politics and my other shit, and I'll be good. But that Duke the Gun, like, yeah, I talk about various things too. But Duke, sometimes these niggas will draw you in, man. Just make a whole subject and content for that, and then you just go there. Yeah, niggas gonna be niggas regardless. Oh, you say it's 8:30 p.m. where you at? Oh man, you in the nighttime. Yeah, you got some hours on us. Yeah. I'm over here at 3:29 over here, Eastern. We're on that GMT time. Yeah. Yeah, we on that. It's gonna be 3:30 in a minute, but going on 4. So that's an hour. So 2 hours we're gonna be going in. So we're gonna go in long 2 to 3 hours. So we'll be here. But people know where we at. They know where we at. So we gotta make sure it's what we used to. And that's just how it is. Like personally, we're in good shape. Secondly, we're just gonna have to deal with that long term. So, let me cut out, let me stop watching Red for a minute. Watch somebody else. Yeah. I'll deal with that later. And a lot of people say, don't say that name on the channel. Yeah, people got problems like everybody else. You just gotta deal with it and move on. I don't understand why people just go crazy over the shit. And it's just bottom line. One thing I can say about it is just bottom line. So, oh dang, make sure my battery is in good shape. Yeah, I don't even like I'm like setting these levels. Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, I gotta get used to this shit already. Yeah, I want to get this shit already. I'll set this right here. Hold on. I know what to do. Yeah, since I'm over here, yeah. Let me see. Let me drop this real quick. Yeah. In case y'all want to come up, let me hop on. All right, let me drop that real quick. Pinned it. Yeah, I got 9 likes. I know people are busy because it's Sunday. So Sundays, madness is usually a free for all because everybody's on that. I'm just talking about my sports right now. National championship game Sunday. National championship game Monday night. That's the big one. But mainly this one tonight is going to be I'll say the Huskies and the Gamecocks. So, by Don Staley and them. So, we're gonna drop that real quick. And yeah, just focus on the compatibility that I got on this computer, things like that. So yeah, man, these knobs is nice. I already got my interface that I got right now. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what this Behringer. Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, it's nice. I hear the playback, but it's a good compatibility. It's a 2.0. Was a 1.0 according to Chrome. Yeah, man. Zero latency monitoring. But that's just one of the things that you deal with. Man, I just love going XLR, man. Woo! Because USB is what 16-bit, 24-bit. This is gonna be I'm gonna use this for Sundays for now on. Yeah, I'm gonna use this Behringer. Yeah, this is it right here. Once I hear this playback on this, probably later or whatever. Oh boy, I'm keeping this. I'm sorry, but the M audio that's gonna be a whole nother thing. That's gonna be on the road. I'm gonna use that for a while too. I'm gonna use that for another one and just keep it like that. You got the clippage right here, but this right here is quality. You got 2 mic channels and things like that. We'll see. Yeah, zero latency monitoring. And then you just do what you do right quick. And then basically you just have what you have. So, you don't have to monitor the sound. And you just do what you do. So yeah, monitor the headphone sounds and it is what it is, man. You gotta monitor it. But one thing I can say about people coming through or not, but that's the sports world, man. The sports world, you just gotta look at it. One thing I can say about it, I can stick with it and just like, hey, it is what it is. But and speaking of microphones, I saw the same microphone, that silver one. It's a silver version of this. I would love to have. I'd love to have it. Love to have it. It's just so much, yeah. Interface that I got is this is it. But if I want a better quality one, it's compatible with this as well. Man, it's USB C to C. Oh man, I take that. Yeah, man. Yeah. You gotta look at it because honestly, if I had something to drink, shit. Wish it had caffeine in it, but I got this water over here. This water's good, but in case y'all don't know, yeah, water keeps me up, but I need some caffeine. I need something because I was about to doze off around this time. I usually sleep around this time every week and just rest my brain and all that and recharge. Try not to get no headaches or no nothing because my brain is kind of loose. You know what I'm saying? But I see people doing less and less. But shouts out to people that's doing the good things last week. They try to say their content strategy. Yeah, I did it. And I did the dollar conspiracy based off people saying the dollar's gonna fall. I'm gonna talk about that extensively in part two, where I mentioned in part one. Contractarianism, yeah, we gotta talk about that social contract. I gotta go back to that and watch that stream and then just break down what I said in that. And then that's a whole other thing. So we here with it. And people gonna do what they do, and people's just gonna be like, "All right, man, you gonna do this? All right, I'm gonna do what I'm doing on this side." So, yeah, man. Like a lot of times, man, you bounce around, man. Man, I got the smallest microphone I ordered. Shit, that motherfucker is small. That condenser small. I'm gonna pre-record probably tomorrow. So what this motherfucker sound like, man. That shit is awesome, man. I'm tripping off this. This microphone is goddamn small. It's not big as shit, but it's small. Like, but you can't put it around a lot of dust. I've heard that shit will damage it. It's one of those metal construction type. And then you know what? In my mind is put it in a plastic bag. Yeah, I'm gonna find a case for it. But shouts out to Mackie, man. And they got a mixer that I like that was reviewed. I need that one too to go with this. It'd be nice. I'll have a mixer. They say you use it on a cell phone and everything, but yeah, but the microphone they got, that condenser, oh, I love that shit. See, condensers got all that flavor. You don't have to go clip mode and act crazy. That's what dynamics and shit like that. You go crazy. But nobody should be going to the clip. But that interface I got, the second one, it's actually my first one I've used. Their clip meter is crazy. But when you're using this right here, man, you just become, one of everybody else. So yeah, learning, getting sound right, acting crazy. But same microphones I've had, and I'm glad I got them. I regret getting them. I'll say, I'll say 2 years ago, and then last year. I should have got it at the beginning of last year and did the interface, and then just changed my whole tune. And that's the thing. And that's the thing too. Once your brains get rattled, it just stays there. It's like eggs. It's like you can't even function. Well, one thing I can say about Sunday Mass is one of those moments you be like, but this is like what we did 19 of these. Woo, it's a long one. But that second one, oh, that put me on the map, bro. Boy, I was using that damn condenser USB, man. That's famous around these parts of YouTube. Man, I was done. Yep, brain is rattling. They said this nigga snoring on this panel. I've done it before when there was less people in the chat room. Yeah, just a minor upgrades, but yeah, I want to try the 2 channel. I want to see what that's like. Yeah, man, I gotta see what that's like. Get to know certain things. But man, oh man, it's just it's a good feeling to have one. And now I'm part of the game, and you look at it and you be like, all right, this is where it's gonna be. Keep at it and just keep adding to your arsenal. That off axis, woo! That off axis is real, boy. Yeah, a lot of quietness on the interface, but yeah, turn the headphones that I'm listening to. Direct monitoring. Yeah. But like I said, man, like, it's one of those things like I'll say like an hour was talking about sports, was talking about Coach K retiring. Not surprised. I mean, he did a great career, and it's just like him to go out like that. It is what it is. I mean, you can't get mad at the dude like that. That's a great career. It's a great career. 42 years, built a fine ass program. Duke is just one of those teams, man. Yeah, it's just like, one thing I could say about sports is not has changed a bit. But yeah, but tomorrow is where people gonna be at. But yeah, people gonna choose who they gonna choose. But it's one of those days, man, because Sundays is like you get those days, but you understand what you're gonna get, because I'm not expecting a whole lot. But you gotta understand, like Sunday's one of them days, man. Because Mother's Day's around the corner, Sunday's sundress season. Because May is around the corner. Yeah, that's the thing about me. But I was just pondering, dozing off and shit. Like, man, this is wild. But it's one of those moments, man. Because normally when people come over, they just chill and hear the conversation. That's it. But see, I ain't done enough after streams. That's another thing too. But see, I don't plan on participate no more either. It's a lot of division amongst people on YouTube right now. I'm just gonna let them fall back and do the nigga shit. And I've been peaceful, been very peaceful lately. Especially me trying to repeat record certain things and make sure my stuff is up to par. Oh man, yeah, that's a whole nother beast. But since Mace is back, I guess he's gonna do more content because sports is around the corner. See, NBA Finals is here. So he did this last year. He talked about his sports, but he's gonna be full force. Y'all subscribe to him. That's all he talks about is sports. I can talk about sports anytime, but I don't talk about it as much like I should. I got a lot of knowledge of it. It's just a various ways of looking at it. Why certain players are gonna be the way who they are, and they ain't gonna change who they are. And that's just how I look at it. Than most people don't see it that way. They know what I mean. And you got places like they call them TikToks, and that's what you see. Man, it's just funny. He said, "Sir, snoring on the panel." Let's go on past the salute, 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 man. Yeah, it is what it is. Because some people they just gonna be who they are, and I'm not stopping. It's just because no one in the room. That's happened all the time, and that's just how you look at it. It's a lot of subliminals to be thrown around. A lot of people try to say ain't no villains over here. Well, yeah, you know how it is. I ain't got time for that. We'll see about that. Because you got certain individuals forgot I was considered public enemy number one. Don't say that last year, but I'm not going to go into that. But always have been, always will be, and don't care. That's between me and my word. So I'm not trying to say I'm the smartest person in the room. I'm just saying, like, my observation, I don't give a fuck what people think. That don't make him right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's on you. Like, I tell it like it is. I wait to see. Man, I almost dropped my mic. I need to calm down. I need to calm the fuck down. Is that nigga about to drop his mic? And it's sunny outside, bro. But that's why I got the sky picture. You gotta do what you gotta do. Cause some people they just gonna be like, this nigga right here. This nigga right here. Man, I saw the same mic and it's silver. Yeah. I'd love to have that too. Same price I bought. I bought this one at Best Buy, but the B&H, I definitely have the silver. That's all the condensers they say. Only one I like is that Behringer, the one they got. AKG's good. Speaking of which, A lot of people love that microphone. Oh, 202. 4.0. Solid high quality preamps more than. Oh, my fault. Let me. What's that? Yeah, I'm just looking at this preamp that I got ordered from on the first 2 days ago. Came today. Everything came today. Shit, that and my vitamins. So yeah, man. Yeah, playback. Bit depth of 16-bit to 48 kilo doesn't sound too appealing. Besides, you better having the combo inputs in the long run. Well, actually, M Solo is not 16-bit. I don't know what people are talking about. Man, Los Angeles ain't going nowhere. Let's see what these niggas talking about the Lakers and shit like that. Let me say something. These niggas so dumb. Like, let's look at the NBA for a minute. Rain is riding like eggs right now. Oh, Boston just beat the Wizards 144 to 102. Oh, damn, that's a blowout. That's a beatdown. Lakers is 10, Nuggets is 5. Let's look at the standings. Miami Heat's still number 1. Bucks is number 2. Okay. Oh, damn. Philly done dropped. Yeah, figure that. Atlanta's in the playoff berth. 41. They got 37. Yeah, this is the end. You know how it is. The Nets ain't going nowhere. Suns got 62. It's the Lakers trying to come back to the playoff berth. No, they're not. They 31 and 46. You know, Clippers got them beat. They out of it, bro. Lakers had a chance and they blew it. Great preamps. I'm using that right now. But one thing I could say, me getting new to this thing with the audio, I mean, it's amazing that people don't really care for at this point. But the price point I paid for, I think I paid like $94 for this. It was 89 in cost, but I paid $94 for that. And then the condenser I paid for it cost 59, but it's like 60 something, like $65. So some good spending. But they all came around the same time when I ordered my vitamins. I had to do it. That shit was wild, bro. Like I had to wait 2 days. And I did get my vitamin V3, vitamin D3, something like that. Yeah, that was good. I was straight. Next thing you know, I got to pay the phone bill off. That cost me $100. I'm gonna see. That's what I'm spending in cash instead of that green card, man. I'm trying to minimize, get what I need. Grocery store, I gotta spend cash. I gotta buy me some shit because my brain is loose. It's like eggs, bro. Like I'm trying to save my money for the phone bill. The next thing you know, I'm gonna try to buy me another microphone. You know what I'm saying? Like just a straight up XLR mic. I just want something, and then the cable, just a spare cable. So the next step, I'll find something that's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Yeah, because I gotta see what's compatible with this shit. Why is this kept? Because you gotta look at it. But yeah, they all come cables. I got some that come cables with it. There ain't no issue. But buying cables, oh, that's a whole nother story. That's why people are not into it. Then they deal with USB. The one I got is kind of USB, but it does the interface thing as well. I like them on the interface. Once I got an interface, I heard the playback. Oh man, it's awesome. But nobody's not gonna come up and participate. I already know. It is what it is. That's just what it is. And then I already know that it's been bad lately. But you know, YouTube is known for that shit. You gotta deal with shit sometimes in your own way. Because the next man up, that's just you. And doing this long term is conducive. Oh wait, I'm gonna stop Thursday shows. I might stop doing them at nighttime. Do them in the morning. Man, it's just so much. So much to learn too. Learning so much about myself, like, especially doing this. Like ups and downs, bruises. But you know, when you come back doing content again, man, it's just like, with the sports thing, but a lot of people's gonna be not satisfied. It happens. That's part of life. No matter if you're right or wrong. Sometimes you just got to be careful with the NCAA. It happens. I don't make predictions on championships. I never do. Some people do. I don't. If that's what y'all do, that's cool. But yeah, man, this cable looped around. Yeah, it's Sunday, y'all. I'm telling you, Sunday. Yeah, it's about to be 4. If it's 2 hours, that's just what it is. So, Sunday Madness is one of those days that people like the fuckery. But that's the bottom line. And people say you can't come through like that. But some people just don't want to come through like that. But we'll extend it because some people, the links right here. If they have an issue, I have a whole channel, and I know people ain't gonna deal with me on that, but I don't give a fuck. Like I told y'all, it is what it is. And some people just, it could be the title and things like that. And some people get gravitates that. I know people just tired of dealing with me like that, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bottom line. But we'll deal with that. I'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But it has to happen. But like that's just part of it. I'm dozing off and then crazy. Let me be right back for me. I'm gonna go on mute. Back at it. Whew. I don't know how long I was on mute. Yeah. I had to step away. I had to get up for a minute. And it was 4:06. Hell, it's almost 2 hours. When it gets 4:30, it's gonna be 2 hours. I already know. Man, the signal is strong, y'all. Woo! Yeah. I'll be right back for a second. I feel much better. Feel much better. Ooh, my brain can be clear. Okay, it's 4:08. We're gonna talk about here. A lot of people don't like me talking about gear. I'm gonna fuck them. Crybaby ass niggas. But see, when you talk about tech specs, they treat you like shit. But that's bitch ass people. They just don't want to hear it. Yeah, a lot of haters. You talk about tech, they just want to hate on you. Ain't got time for that. Fuck out of here. That's why I hate talking to tech to stupid people. And it's only a small few. And I try to tell this to Kuda, man. That shit, you gotta diss them sometimes. And it's okay to do that and do them dirty. It's just that's the best way to get through. A lot of people just want to talk a lot of shit and they ain't really about much. That's why I treat people what they are, bro. Like when you talk about tech specs to our own people, man, they are what they are. And I don't take this shit seriously. Don't even take it personal. It's just what it is. Like there always gonna be a racial divide. And we're gonna have to look at people like that. That's just the whole point, you know. And I think I told them this one time on the panel. They don't want to hear that shit. That's them. It's not us. It's them. You know, because they pick and choose who they want to listen to. I do the same thing with most people when I get these things and all that. But some people get tired because it's a lot of jealousy behind that too. I don't really pay attention to the bullshit what they be doing. Niggas kill me trying to pick and choose who they want to listen to. And I had to understand that too. And it's been like that since like last year that I dealt with that. I'm like, all right, I already know where they're going with. And it's kind of like a spin move. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand some people have problems, bro. They just you gotta treat them what they are. Like it gets to a point you don't want to argue with them no more. I did that years ago when I was younger. We talk about games and specs and all that shit. People just need to go somewhere and sit down. That's just you don't want to make nobody mad. You just trying to understand where people come from, and some people be on some bullshit. And you can't get mad because that's just how it is. You know, people are gonna be human. You just gotta treat it what it is, man. Like some people just don't want to hear it, and they have an attitude about it. There you are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. Some people are just fickle. You know, and you can't get mad and upset about it. The beautiful thing about it is when you're dealing with certain individuals, you already know where they stand. basically, you already know where their heart is. And they show their hand every damn time. See, when you're talking about tech and specs, it becomes a problem to certain people. They be like, oh man, this nigga's talking about this and that. Like, and it pisses a lot of people off. You got to understand that. Most people are emotional and they can't handle certain things. That's why I learned not to deal with this shit seriously. You got to treat people what they are, leave them there, and just cut them off. That's how you shut people up. It's not fun. It's not easy because then it gets to a point they ain't gonna like your ass speaking on it. They pick and choose who they want to listen to, and that's perfectly fine. That's just like they let me know what they're dealing with. So yeah, man, like y'all gotta understand something. Some people just gotta deal with that, and you just gotta put it where it's at, man. Some people just weird like that, bro. You can't get mad at the world like that. That's how they people get down. And you can't just get mad what they say, People ain't listen to you in the chat. Like I don't really post like that. I mean, it happens. I know people is laughing at me talking shit, like I give a fuck. But I know people gonna listen to this on the playback like I give a damn about what they say and all that other stuff. Like they think I care and I really don't. That's what happens when you're in these certain spaces and then they pick and choose. See, if you're outside doing something like that, yeah, YouTube is easy. It ain't easy when you try to get a room like that, because when I start live streaming, it's the bullshit that's on here. And it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that for a while. Because once they get tired of the shit, they'll go away. They're just looking for content and try to get views. That's what that is. Views matter to certain people. They try to say it don't matter. Motherfucker, it matters. You cut your ties with certain people, you start going at them, that drives the numbers up. And most of them ain't loyal. That's why you gotta say fuck everybody that don't really support you like that. And people pick and choose who they want to listen to. And that's the beautiful thing about how sorry live streaming and podcasting is. It's not for everybody. Me, I ain't saying for me. I like doing it because I like to talk about various things. It's good till the bullshit changes, you know what I'm saying? And it happens. I don't get mad about this shit. I laugh at this shit all the time. Most of my views come from vlog streams, and it's just what it is. I'm gonna go on and say it. Because doing these is a lot harder because people ain't gonna support you like that. I already did what I achieved last year. And now, the struggle's here. So it's gonna be hard for the next year after. It's gonna get better because I'm not gonna stream like this all the time. I'll stream every Sunday. Trust me. When the summer comes around, I'm not playing around. I might drop pre-records every Sunday and just move on. Cause niggas always saying some dumb shit. That's why I don't respond to live streams. People say they love live stream. Bullshit. They pick and choose who they want to love live streams too. That's why there will never be no cohesiveness with us. See, other people, they function, they talk. So I got to treat this thing like it ain't shit. That's why YouTube is going down the gutter because most people just don't want to deal with each other. And that's factual. They deal with each other on based off certain times. I don't like doing night streams. I'll tell you a story why I stopped Sunday Chills. Sunday Chills is good when I had a lot of views. People come in and then it carried over the next morning. Because Sunday is usually people don't stream it every night. You catch them on the nighttime. I used to do that shit. And the reason I did night streams, it was to get views and see the regulation of what it was. See, day streams is not easy. And they say if you're not interested, they ain't gonna mess with you. No, it's them individuals. See, I don't have a true I have a true subscriber. I have loyal people, but the ones that ain't true to me, the ones that be in and out, you got to question that. And it's usually the title and things like that, and they'll stay and they'll listen. Not everybody's gonna do that. It's not easy. And people say don't worry about the views. I'm not worried about the views. I'm just making an observation that y'all and other people making it about the views. I don't give a fuck about the views. I just care about the engagement. Because the views determines y'all care about the numbers. I don't. I'm setting the record straight right now on this live stream. Y'all care about the numbers, not me. Because I look at it like this. I stopped giving a fuck probably, I'll say last month. I lost a couple of subscribers. It's up and down, gained some recently. And I just moved on, man. Like, even when I did the Will Smith talk, I did that. I didn't want to go in depth on that. I already know what I thought about that. Most people just don't fuck with you based off what you've done. This whole year, the first half of the year is bad. I just can't wait till the summer when I take this break and then I'll come back and not giving a fuck. And this is what it is. It's gonna be a dead year. This is a dead year. This is why I ain't gonna do a lot of streams in July anymore because I'm glad I'm not doing it. And that's gonna be a long break. I'm gonna do pre-records and I'm gonna show y'all. I can come back in the fall and just come out swinging because everybody's not on that tip. Politics is my bread and butter. I'm just gonna go on and say it, and then we're gonna stick to those topics and then just move forward. Speaking of which, let's talk about Ukraine and Russia. They think Putin is winning, but technically he's not winning. He's over there stranded in the corner, and everybody done turned on him and joined Zelensky. I do know that. Yeah, they about to assassinate him. They're gonna do him like Gaddafi, because Gaddafi was basically had to get set up and gone. Because when he went against the dollar, that was it. Everybody that go against the dollar is stupid. China's not stupid enough to go against Russia. See, delusional, retarded people believe China's gonna go against Russia. No, they're gonna use Russia, but they ain't going against China in America because China would be destroyed. It's too much manpower. They ain't got no military to stop us. Anybody believe that shit is delusional. Fuck out of here. They ain't that bright. Y'all think that. Y'all don't know shit about the world, bro. That's why I did the dollar conspiracy. I'm gonna do a part 2 to it probably next week. I'm gonna catch y'all off guard on the Friday stream. I'm gonna catch y'all Friday morning, do a part 2, and we're gonna talk about that shit. Have a discussion. And we're gonna go in depth on it. Because a lot of niggas, they just want to spew bullshit. I can do topics and get y'all out of the whim. It's so fucking annoying. When you try to do streams, certain matters, it's just what it is. You just can't get mad at the world all the time. That's basically what it is. I'm just tired of people just be lying and act like it ain't the views, but bruh, it's the views. Views matter to certain people. Let's just keep it real. And that's how people look at you. They're gonna look at you sideways, bro. And it took me a minute. Like last year was like that, and it took me for a minute until you start getting in conflict with certain individuals, and it fucks with you a little bit. It fucked with me a little bit, but then I realized I don't care. The replay and the engagement matters. The views don't really matter because I already got them stacked up when y'all came in. It's gonna grow entirely. So I realized something. It doesn't matter at this point because I'm on the threshold of 2 hours. So even if I drop this link, we can have a discussion about anything. I told you, Sunday Madness is a free for all thing. It's not something I would do all the time, but some people say don't do it and this and that. No, this is my content. Sundays, y'all can speak to me if y'all have an issue right here. But niggas wait to the last minute and then start a lot of bullshit and then they just go crazy. I ain't got time for that. I'm one of those people, I'll forget about you for years. Can't respond, don't respond at all. It is what it is, man. You can't just get mad when people ain't gonna deal with you long term. That's just how people is, man. So we gotta stop acting like we care and we don't care. We really don't care because what you're doing is making an example for me to look at you different. So people are not gonna listen to you long term. So they listen to you for the short term because it's now. Long term, they're not gonna listen to you because I already know how my numbers are stacked up historically. I've proven this time and time again, and the live streaming feature, what C over said, I agree with him. Yes, you got to do one at least one time or more to be interesting. People will come through. If they catch a live, we'll be talking. I interact. I interact. If I interact with you, that means I'm doing something with the engagement. See, I did well with the quick session, because if I show my face, that's cool. On here, I don't have to. I mean, I can if I want to, but I choose not to because people try to run their mouths and try to look at your shit and try to be weird, and I ain't got time for all that. Most people on some weird shit. That's why I don't like YouTube. YouTube is iffy to me. That's why I don't mind going somewhere else and embracing that. So since it's the 3rd, we'll wait till Tuesday. Embrace of being an independent thinker. I will say number 12, the 12th part. We're gonna talk about something totally different. Think for yourself, and I think it's like 7:55. Y'all can catch that. Then I'll talk about contractitarianism. I'm gonna read a little bit, and that's it. Now everybody, and we're gonna talk about social contract and contractualism. DTN3, we're gonna find some juicy shit. I gotta find something the next couple of days. See what's going on with these niggas. We'll talk about that shit. DTN, the Daily Thursday News. That's a spring thing. That's gonna end around June 16th. I'll tell you that right now. People ain't gonna like it. It is what it is. I'm gonna move on. And I'm sorry, it's just what it is. I'm not having it. I'm gonna stand on that shit. Bro, man, it's just a lot of people just crazy at this point. You gotta understand something. Some people just got different viewpoints than others. I mean, you gotta look at the things that some people just gotta look at. And I'm not buying people what they're selling. I understand people don't like the fact that if they're streaming, you stream, and they look at you like you crazy, and that happens. This is part of it. This is one of them years I will say niggas want to compete with you now, and they got issues with you, and that's just what it is. Like, I give a fuck, and they like to fuck shit. But see, they pick the strains of days that you stream. They want to knock your shit off. But I'm used to it. That's why I stopped doing streams on certain days. Like I used to do Friday, every other Friday, Thursday. And I figured out I love doing Sunday streams. When I did the Sunday chill stream, all that shit, that nighttime shit was awesome until I stopped doing it. And then I started doing the Sunday Madness. That's when things changed. I started doing the afternoon, and let me test the waters a little bit. That changed a whole lot how I look at the views and all that. They said that strategy, it ain't gonna be no constant strategy by fucking up my days. But people do that shit. People do that shit. People do that shit. That's just what they do. And I had to learn that too, where I got into the threshold of content. People pick and choose who they want to listen to and all this stuff. And if you get in conflict with any of them, it fucks you up a little bit. But you know what? I don't stop doing my content because of certain niggas. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And I treat everybody the same, man. Like, I'm gonna put you in the back burner. They're gonna regret it long term. Short term, I'll let you have that. Long term, you're finished. Don't fuck with me on that. That's what happens to people. They so dumb and don't realize that all you're doing is hurting yourself. Let the people judge on the playback. See, the playback matters. Engagement matters. Because if you engage with people fuck with you long term. They're gonna be like, oh man, this guy has some good enough to say. Let me check him out. See, you're giving people an opportunity to look at your channel. See, a lot of people just choose and pick and want to hate all day, and I ain't got time for all that. And that's just what it is. Like, that's what haters do. Hate is hate, real's real. So you look at it. Some people get jealous of you, and it happens. Jealousy does exist. We don't talk about it as much, but I ain't trying to be pro-black or anything. I'm just telling it like it is. Like, look, when I came back to these certain areas of black sectors, Niggas get jealous over the wrong shit. And that's what happens when you deal with people like that. So when you look at things like that, that's just the whole purpose. So yeah, the links in the chat, y'all can challenge what the fuck I'm saying. Cause I don't give a shit. Quiet as it's kept. I don't give a shit. Cause people pick and choose who they want to listen to, and that's fine. Cause I know people stream around the times I be streaming, and it's crazy, bro. Art's doing the stream, that's cool, but I'm not even mad at him on that. Yeah, look at things like that. Information, man. It's a lot of things like that. You gotta look at things for what they are, man. You can't get mad though, because people stream whoever, and a lot of it's to count. You gotta deal with it, bro. And I talk about sports. I talk about everything, and I ain't gonna stream this long too, because I'll get my 2 hours in, and then I'll get the three, and that's it. Because everybody's not gonna listen to me right away and give them a chance to see what I'm about, and it's just what it is. And I don't know what dude was talking about. I'm not even responding to that. I want to shout out Nadia. Shouts out to Nadia, man. She's a real one. Cause a lot of people they just so y'all support Nadia, man. This is a wild stuff going on here. Yeah, you just got to look at it for what it is, bro. Everybody's not gonna do streams for hours and all that. And it's just like you can't get mad at what's going on. Yeah, man. Because streaming, it can be very difficult. It can be very, very, very difficult. It can be very difficult. So you gotta understand who you're associated with. Association determines how you're gonna get views. People act like it don't really matter, but it actually matters because when you're associated with certain people, it's gonna come back to you and it's gonna fuck with you for a long time. I'm the first person that said that. What's going on, make salute. That will fuck with you for a long time, and I'm living proof. I can tell you, it happened when I started this channel, the second channel, and then I see experience that's going on. So yeah, man, people do what they do. A lot of people try to say it's growth. No, y'all just like fuck shit. That shit don't last long. That's not evergreen. And it took me to realize when I was saying the evergreen versus stagnation content series, and I was telling this to Alonzo, you got to look at the big picture, what y'all talking about, because this shit ain't gonna be lasting forever. They already been canceling. That's why I'm very careful what I'm saying on here on YouTube, because especially on panels, I stopped participating because I had to do some content. Once you start doing content, man, you start looking at things different. And then I realized none of this shit matters, because everybody's gonna do the same dumb shit over and over again. And I realized when I did that dollar conspiracy, that was a good topic. And I did some research and I used to think like that. That shit's dead, bro. And especially that crypto shit. Oh, that shit's over. People should have got out a long time ago. They should have got out years ago. That shit ain't gonna last. I was some UK shit when they did theirs. They couldn't handle the hacker problem. Deep down, I think Biden wants Snowden. They want that information that Julia saw. All that's tied up into what we're seeing in Ukraine and Russia. This ain't got nothing to do with World War III and all that. Now you already in it. It's just Putin ain't got no support. Once they took that, it's over, man. But that's the thing about YouTube, because one thing I noticed, a lot of bitch asses came when I came back. It just lets me know I got to work a little harder, but sometimes I don't have to work a little harder. Just drop some content, do pre-records. I don't have to come back strong with topics because these dudes are very stagnant. But this is why I understand you take that risk. I'll be the first dude to take it. But that Will Smith shit is trending. Told you what it was. Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, it was one, and it's gonna be a part two to that. That shit had to come back to a fold. We're gonna have to talk about that because that's gonna be a subject that I'm gonna touch on probably Friday morning. Because what inspired me to do that is people keep preaching this shit a lot. So I'm gonna tackle that. I'm gonna tackle that issue. I'm gonna tackle that. Why does it matter? Where's your source of saying it's gonna fall? Because you're trying to reference Ukraine and Russia. It's really sad. And I ain't gonna get into it on here on this stream because I feel like this is a loose stream. This is a free for all. You can't come around and say dumb shit. Now I was watching Duke of Don. He was saying that shit. Like I don't agree with his statement when he said that. It is what it is. So you can't say one thing and expect people to agree with you. So I'm already 2 hours in. So I'm on the threshold right now, going to 3 hours. So not everybody's gonna listen, but I just want the playback and the engagement. So I can engage in the chat room. So I have no issue. That's all I care about. 95% of the time when I do these live streams, even the long ones, I engage in the chat room as well. Yeah, I gauge people on the panel, but also gauge people in the chat as well. I'm not one of those people to be like, I ignore the chat and all that stuff. It's cool, but nah, I respond and you get them out of the chat. That's how I get down, man. So I read shit. Unlike most people, I read shit. I analyze shit for what it is. And I study people's body language, how people feel about you and things like that. I'm one of those as well. Style about psychology, this is something I know personally. Most people just ain't gonna like you right off the rip. That's just how it is, man. You can't get mad. It's just that's YouTube. Deal with it. It's just what it is. Once you get to a certain level, man, once you get to a certain, not just subscribers, a certain level, you just know and understand people gonna be people. And we gotta deal with that long term. See, if I did pre-records, y'all wouldn't give a shit. Y'all wouldn't give a shit. It's just how you promote yourself. You promote yourself what you are, it's gonna happen that way. And that's what people gotta understand. And that's how you gotta look at it. Yeah, man. Yeah, because I was thinking about that. I said, I want to start doing topics that can be off the wall and get somebody's attention. But some people are busy, man. Like, it's a nice Sunday. It's sunny because it was cloudy yesterday. It was a little sunny, but I had to clean up that shit in the front yard, man. I was chilling yesterday, but man, I was excited getting the stuff that I ordered. Man, I'm gonna keep this. It's a good plus, but some people's just gonna pick and choose who they're gonna listen to. You can't just get mad. You can't. Not at this price point. But you deal with it long termly, you know? And that's just how it is. So yeah. I'm just looking at it and then be like, okay, this is gonna be it. I'm here being straight. So yeah. But that game last night, that was very, very telling. Very, very telling. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, of course. They ain't gonna like you off rip. And that's just, and I learned that too when I started last year. I think this will be, I think when I started somewhere around, I think it'll be a year. I think it'll be a year in April, April something. I believe it's the 15th or the 23rd. That'll be a year. I started around that time. I think I deleted that last year and then I did something else off rip. When I first started, man, like even though I was doing content then pre-record on the phone of last year, that's usually the way it is. It's people you mess with on panels, things like that in the chat room. And I said to myself, that was not easy to do. It took me for a minute. But that next month was something else. I tell you, May's something else. May's gonna be them months. I'll have to cherish that. May's gonna be them cherished months, and I don't give a shit. That's when I thrive in that month. But then the next month after that, oh yeah, June is something else. That's sometime, but June is gonna be like early parts spring and then summer. Oh, that's gonna be a mess. Yeah. July, I'll probably drop a lot of pre-records. I'm gonna fall back from the whole month of July. I ain't gonna do that much content. I'll probably drop some Sunday just to say I'm still around. And but when I come back on the tail end of July, I'll do a Sunday Madness coming back. That's when it's gonna start off, and next thing you know, start the rest of the month of August. See, August, I'm gonna thrive. I'm gonna have to thrive in August because August is gonna be a wild month. August is very, very, very wild. And then you got to deal with September, October. See, these months, what I did last year, I did good, but I thrived in November. That was the time when people get tired. This is when they try to subscribe to you then. But yeah, I thrive in those months. I was looking at the engagement on those. I said, you know what? I got to thrive harder. But April is it's gonna be various. I don't know what April's gonna be like. The spring is wild because this is the end of tax season. I believe it'll be on April 15th, something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole nother beast. But man, but that November, that fuckery with Grinch and them, that put my ass on the map. I stopped believing in shit. Yep. And yeah, I want to see what he said. He said a lot of people have insecurity issues. Thus, if you have a personality characteristic or a quality about you, that makes people feel inferior. They dislike you. Exactly. That's basically what it is. Basically what it is. And I've noticed that too, especially when you do live streams. That's just what it is. And he said, contrary, if you have a strong personality, a lot of people on here will dislike it. It is what it is. Exactly. That's very true. Very true. Facts. I definitely agree with that statement. Greetings, Shar. Greetings, greetings, greetings. What's going on? Greetings, greetings. Yeah, it's just, strong personalities makes a big difference, and people ain't gonna like you long term. So that happens. And once I start getting certain people on here, I'll say, and I was looking at one of my old streams, I'll say last night and this morning, it's very telling. And people show their hand all the time. Like I saw over at Pastors, yes, it's the same shit. But the thing is, that's just normal, man. Like I learned this when I started YouTube on my first channel. People was cool back then, but until the rules changed, when the money got involved, that divided a lot of people. So I already know what the people's hearts were then. So today's is no different. It's gonna be on that type of time. So yeah, he's absolutely right. The strong personality changes a whole lot, whole lot, whole lot. And it's just like I think people get pissed off when you talk about other things. See, one thing about me, I actually do content. Other people just talk about other people just for content, just for entertainment value. That's just short term. Some people gonna look at you like, is that all you talk about? And they get mad and frustrate you and start throwing hands and stuff. I noticed that. But that's the price that you pay as a content creator dealing with that shit. That's long term effects. But I have to deal with that. I have to deal with that. But one thing I can say about me, a lot of people say you can't get no people in the box. Shit, I can if people listen to me long enough. Hell, the last time I had the most I had was probably 50. It was up and down, and it was that fuckery stream. I tell you, that Sunday Madness, the second one was a hit. So I'm looking at my stream patterns and my engagement. I said, "Oh, it's gonna be like it was last year." I ain't gonna get no rise until April because something about April is weird, bro. Something's got to happen to me first, but April is gonna be a weird month for me because I thrived in April a little bit, but that May, oh my god, May's gonna. And I think I'll come back on Mother's Day because I think the first week of May I'm gonna take a week off, come back on May, and just go full throttle because that's a test run I'm gonna do in I think mid June. I told him I'll come back in July. I'll do something like that because June I'm not gonna stream as much. And I'll just lead the shit. I'll drop pre-records. Don't get me wrong. You'd be surprised. I won't drop pre-records at the pre-records at the pre-records at the pre-records at the pre-records. Y'all gonna see that shit. I'm gonna schedule them shits too. Motherfuckers gonna act crazy about that. This nigga dropping pre-records. Hell yeah, and it's the future. Pre-records is where it's at. You just gotta do enough of them. The live stream will come. Take a break from this shit because it is. Y'all just gotta wait to when I come back. July is not the month, man. No, because I didn't thrive when I was talking about them zodiacs. No, I'm done with that shit. That shit was cool, but nobody was taking interest in that. Let's do it on your shit. On my shit, it ain't gonna happen. You already know that. That's a dead end. Shit gets annoying after a while. I understand what people are doing. Not everybody's gonna be interested in you long term. So once you get used to it, I learned to accept it like I think what I did last year. I think April, I didn't really get into it that much. Boy, I thrive like a motherfucker. That happens. That happens. Once you thrive, man. But May's gonna be interesting. I don't know what May's gonna be like. I don't know what May's gonna be like. May's gonna be one of the months that you're gonna see it, and we're gonna witness some things. I'm gonna have a lot of different equipment then, so I don't know what May's gonna be like. May's gonna be a fine month for me because I don't buy some shit that I like. Y'all just get ready. I'll use the same stuff. I'm just gonna buy some shit that I like. Y'all can't tell me shit. It's just what it is, bro. Like niggas get on my nerves trying me, bro. Damn. It's always something. But I'm learning about this stuff every day and learning about what I'm hearing and all that. So yeah, I got a good quality stuff here. So the playback matters. Got the right compatibility. I'm like, yeah, you don't need no drivers. No, this thing is plug it in and click, click. You're in here. Let the signal be right. Oh shit. And then I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. Brain is loose right now. So yeah, man, like you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see what Wacky's saying. Yeah, I might no longer do pre-recorded vids. It takes too much time out of me. Yeah, mine's gonna be short. Mine's gonna be short. Mine's gonna be short. Mine's gonna be like premieres and stuff. I'm gonna talk about it not as much. I'm not gonna go long. Um, I'll drop them there and there. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like every other Sunday. I might do that because them shits I'm gonna have lined up. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna have something for people to see, man. It's gonna be something. But I just got a new pre-record microphone. I said, you know what? I'm gonna test that Mackie, man, or whatever it is. That's it, man. Yeah. Yeah, I know people love live streams. Yeah, live streams can be crazy. But I'll be in the clouds, I'll be watching. I'm just gonna get some headroom. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised because I got to see some YouTube, do some scouting. Over here, it's just they crazy, bro. But yeah, because this month's gonna be very interesting. I don't know what it's gonna be like because I gotta look at it from what it is. Like, yeah, we on that type of time. So people like pre-recorded content and some don't. I told people like pre-recorded content ain't what it used to be. Yep. Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, but ain't that much on. I mean, whoo, no niggas acting up. Think Art's about to go live in 30 minutes. Not even tripping. Damn, BNT did an hour? Normally you ain't gonna be on here like that. We'll see. Yeah, everybody went live Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, they don't usually go live on Sunday. They just say fuck it. I wasn't gonna go live earlier. But that's the thing about me. Yeah, it's been 2 hours. I could have ended or whatever. I'll think about it. I'll end it later. So, we'll see who's gonna come through. If not, I can cut it short. Yeah, because Sunday Madness is like, it's a free for all. If y'all have anything to say, the link's right there, and I have a pin. I don't really care because a lot of people say he ain't growing, doing this and that. Niggas, y'all don't know. I have a lot of content and some views last year. This year, it's a slow start, but wait till this month because if y'all talking about something different, y'all ass is done. Y'all ass is done. Y'all can't do no content like I do. So I'm consistent with my shit. Even if I'm not saying nothing, I don't put no titles like the trending titles. That shit get you going. And I'll discuss about that. A lot of niggas don't want to hear what I gotta say, but I tell you, like when you go at them, niggas don't want to hear that. I just know people, so people ain't gonna look at that shit. They said that ain't my thing. I was like, all right, cool. And DTN is a thing for the spring. We're gonna keep that. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that feature again. I'm debating on that in the spring because the spring I may not do no Thursday streams. I'm just gonna keep it simple with y'all. It's something to think about, but we'll get there. We'll get there because if I like it or not, I got to see what screenshots is what it is. But I'll bring back Thursday thrills. I'll bring back Thursday thrills probably the next week after the 16th. And that's what I'm gonna start doing. And then it's gonna be a 24 series. It's gonna be every other Thursday. Because last year it was like every Thursday, but it's gonna be every other Thursday this year. I'm gonna make that decision. Because I'm not gonna do it every Thursday no more because niggas like to steal views. I see what this is about, and then we'll start talking about it. Yeah, Thursday's my standard, but it's every other Thursdays because it's Wednesday. Then I'll skip over. Yeah, man, because I'm one of those people. Because live stream is gonna be very, very, very short. Because you're gonna see some changes in me. Sunday Madness is where that I do streams every Sunday. It don't matter to me, man. Because I'm a Sunday person anyway when it comes to streaming. Because this is my day. Because at one time last year, nobody was doing Sunday streams. They was doing Saturday streams. I tried that Saturday shit. That shit didn't work. Because if you do Saturday streams, they said you ain't gonna get no views. I was like, shit, yeah, you can. Depends on how you start. That's why I don't like Saturday streams. I don't like none of it. Because Saturday, I'm usually outside. I'm not really worried about streaming. Niggas don't want to do shit on Saturdays. Because everybody wants to stream Saturday. You gotta understand, everybody streams on Saturday. They say everybody streams on Sunday. Not necessarily. No, they don't. If they did, it would have been, some people sleep in. People say they stream on Sunday. It depends on your audience, depends on your core audience, who you like, who they liked you about. See, that's why I don't get into it with the views shit. Because when you talk about views and people ain't gonna fuck with you long term. And it could be that. It's a lot of things. If you have a too strong of a personality, like Wacky said, niggas are gonna look at you crazy regardless of the situation. That's just how they get down. And we gotta stop and think that that doesn't happen. That always happens. That always happens. When niggas don't want to hear the truth, it is what it is. It is what you try to say it ain't. It's just like you gotta understand something. When you're dealing with this type of content, you're gonna be challenged all the time. So yeah, because when you're 2 hours in, you understand that people ain't gonna like you long term. Because long term, they just gonna be like, man, what's this nigga talking about? What's this nigga talking about? And that's just what it is. Because a lot of times people just be like, is he gonna talk about fuckery? Is he gonna this and that? And it sells. It sells. It's big business. If you tell the truth, if it was me, they'd have ostracized my ass already. They said this nigga gone. Everybody else is gone. And that's how I look at it. But but people, it's just gonna be people, man. And one thing I could say about me going this type of direction, and I'm glad I'm playing with this interface. I say, you know what, this is the one I got. I'm glad I have it. It's compatible. Saw the signal. Good job for me. I got one that's a budget one, straight shooter, and I'm glad. Just need another little cord. Let's put it in this way in the one mic line. Oh man. And it is what it is. Yeah, my brain is like rather like eggs right now. We I had too much potatoes and that fucked my brain up. Shit about to lay me down. I could have just fell asleep through Sunday. No, normally people don't even sleep on Sunday. Shit, I do. Around this time, I sleep. When I did Sunday chills, I used to sleep around this time and then wait for the nighttime to come through and start streaming. That's just the truth. When you start streaming, shit, nighttime is the best time to do it. Sunday chills was the shit. I watched one of them the other night. That shit was the shit. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Sunday chills was something else, bro. That was one of my favorite ones. Did a lot of streams, a lot of hours. I'm gonna tell you about Sunday chills. Sunday chills is kind of like it's this, but that first one was 6 hours. I think with me and Dre was on that one. Yeah, everybody on there. And the fourth one, and the second one was awesome too. You got the third one that was 3 hours. The first one was 6 hours. And then I think number four was 5 hours. That was a long one. 6 hours on the fifth one. But the one that was 9 hours, that was Sunday Chills number six. I think Kuda was on that one. And then it was 6 hours on number seven, and number eight was 7 hours. And number nine is 9 hours again. That's another one we had 9 hours 25. And then 8 hours on number 10. I was on Halloween. I think I was over at Auntie's talking. Yeah, that was a hell of a time. Sunday Madness is the only success I deal with now. So it's a lot of playlists. A lot of people ain't gonna watch. Well, I did long live streams. I did marathons. I did all that. I don't do that no more. Niggas said that's the best way to get views. No, it's not. A lot of people think it is. No, it's not. You're just wasting time. Like I said, they ain't you're interested. No, it's just bitch ass people on YouTube. It's just YouTube in general. And I think people love bullshit way more than actual shit. And I think it's trauma bonding religion. And when I say that, I mean that. And don't act like I didn't mean that. I meant what I said. It's just like I get it. I get the hatred and things. I said, man, there's plenty of alternatives. And that's what you gotta look at. But people pick and choose who they listen. But one thing I can say about myself, I don't give a damn, man. Like, been on here a long time, and marathon streams will drain the shit out you. Trust me. I've had my experiences. The longest I've been on was like 17 hours in this chair, and then I had the headset. The headset was cool, but once you have a microphone, it's a different ball game. And once I start going XLR and analog, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's when niggas start hating on you, and it's going to continue. And I think I'm gonna have to start working hard and not giving a fuck. That's why I'm not on panels no more. I'm like, fuck it. If I ain't on panels, fuck all you niggas. I'll do the panel thing on my end, but on y'all's end, fuck you. I'm not doing it. I'm picking choose who I go on panels now. Once I start doing that shit, I'm not acknowledging it. I'm just start roasting certain niggas on over here because they're inconsistent, bro. Like there was a time it was cool. Tired of talking about this weird shit. Niggas don't want to do shit, and they scared of revolution. And then when we talk about politics, nobody wants that discussion. That's just the truth. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody wants that discussion. If you have an issue, just challenge me. That's all I'm saying. Not an echo chamber, bro. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, Gino's live right now. And that's just how bottom line is. So yeah, I get that a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna get on my threshold for a minute. So, when you're the bad guy, you just gotta deal with it. And I'm just like, hey, yeah, I know. I know. I know. But you know how people get, and it's just like I'm just trying some things out, and then it's 2 hours in because it is what it is. Because RB over there, crazy. I'm just gonna take my time. So one thing I could say about me in so many words, because I've been shoot. Yesterday was fun. Yeah, I was outside just chilling, clean up the yard and shit. But not everybody's gonna go back and forth and just do things like that. So we got to understand something here. We here and we do our thing. So and I'm not really mad at anybody and anybody else. So everybody's got their own channels and things like that. Yeah, I do content. I do it a lot. So it's every other time. So if you think I'm going to just be acting crazy, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm just like looking at it like the shit that's going on with me, it's not even, I'm not even worried about it. And so I know people are just angry about certain things. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's on them. And it's gonna get worse for certain people. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not playing anymore. Once I start dropping pre-records in the summer, I just don't really care. Cause when I go back live stream, I'm gonna talk about something totally different. Cause I don't really care about this shit like that. Cause the bullshit's gonna stop. It's just what it is. I've said they're gonna be cool and stuff. No, they're not. It's gonna be certain things I'm gonna be cool with. And everybody else, I'm not giving a fuck. I hold grudges, bro. Like I don't forget shit. And I'm gonna air your ass out and you get cussed out. It's just that simple. When I get on these panels, I don't care. Like I'm gonna talk right through you. That shit's gonna matter over time. And they come on my shit, come on my shit. I ain't scared to propagate that. It is what it is, man. Like people just need to just chill out and just say, hey, you don't like my ass, that's just what it is. And I learned to accept that long term. People need to stop trying to pretend and just and just pretend they like you or whatever, but they don't. And you gotta understand something. Most people are just fickle, and that's just you know. I don't have a problem with certain individuals, but it's just like you get to a point, you just like you got to move on. People gonna pick views what they're gonna pick, and they just what it is. And a lot of people said they ain't dealing with you, and that's cool. Like I've learned to accept that. It's been a bad year for me in the beginning, but in the summer it's gonna be different. I'm gonna drop pre-records. Like I told people, like, look, I struggle just like anybody else. I'm human. I told you I was looking at my stuff and I said, damn. But I know what it is. I know what it is. It's just people ain't gonna fuck with you long term like that. So I'm not gonna be stuck in the character like that. I try to tell people I don't give a fuck. Told you I'll forget about this shit 5 years from now because this shit will be dead. You know, that's just how it boils down to. See, I make some headway. Make some headway. I'm just gonna end it. It's gonna end it. I'll make some headway. I'll make some headway. Now I'm making headway. So people gonna be in and out. It's just what it is. It's gonna be light views and the replay's gonna come through. But it's Sunday Mass. See, I have a free for all thinking, because if anybody has an issue with what I'm saying, like, last night we saw the upset of Coach K. We saw the upset with what's the other team? Well, Villanova's gone, but we saw a plenty upset. But that upset was just like all those teams or whatever, but I'm surprised they got beat by Kansas, but Kansas is a good team. But then you got Duke and North Carolina. That's the last you're ever gonna see that classic rivalry like that. They'll be in the tournaments, but they ain't gonna be like that. What I saw last night, that was beautiful. Yeah, that shit was gone. But yeah, but the good thing is you start looking at it from an angle that you see. Some people just gonna be like, all right, man, we here now, and that's just what it is. And you just look at it for whatever. So yeah, man. Yeah, because I know people gonna get tired of me talking about the same old shit, but the politics part is cool. And I think people ain't gonna just come through right away. And that's just how it is. And well, shouts out to Gino, man. I ain't seen Gino in a minute. I ain't seen him in a minute. I haven't seen him in a minute. Like it's a minute. It's a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even tripping. I mean, he's doing his little thing, talking about the politics, and we ain't gonna be talking as much. It's just like you get to a point, you be like, hey, well, shouts out to him, man. Like it's been a minute. So yeah, man. Like I know people don't like my ass right now because this is what it is. Um, can I go 3 hours? I usually go 3 hours on Sunday Madness. I can kill it for the next. I'll say 15 minutes. When 15 minutes is up, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it because I sound excellent on here, man. I know because nobody's not hitting the link because this is one of those Sundays. I think people who are busy. Then they talk about the Will Smith thing. It's understandable because I'm gonna kill this probably the next 15 minutes. I'm gonna see who's gonna come through. If not, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna shout everybody out because I think the whole purpose of me doing this is a good thing, and people gonna watch the playback anyway. Because what the fuck people gonna do? Sunday's nice outside. I know people are tripping, but I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to listen to, and I'm okay with that. And I learned to live with that. Probably, I learned to live with that when I actually started live stream, but it's all good though. But what I'm saying. But with that, yeah, I'm gonna shout everybody out. Appreciate it, y'all coming through. Wacky, what's going on, man? Shar, and who else came through? Mace, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna shout everybody. Pastor, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Anti-social life, appreciate you as always. I'm gonna shut it down. Yeah. Bruce, as always, man. As always, appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a long day Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. Cause I ain't saying much. No way. Let's go on Tampa. Appreciate you coming through. Everybody, appreciate everybody that came through. Let's see. Let's see. Cause we was talking about sports and everything else. We good right now. That's it. And Matt. Appreciate Matt coming through. He's the first one here. Appreciate you, man. And Psycho Candy, appreciate you. So yeah, I gotta get out of here for a minute. Cause this is kind of I already got what I needed. So with that, peace and shalom, and I'm out.